a map that has 0 mid. But you can find some interesting plays with TPs and so can you hear me now? Okay. Well, now everybody can hear me. Welcome back, everybody, to VDC match day 6. Reschedule the doubleheader, match 2, PN versus LG. Jumping straight back into map bans though. Split banned from LG, so they just don't want to play any breach maps. Can't really respect that. But we got an Icebox pick. That's also a crazy pick in my opinion, but to be honest, I think it meshes really well with this team's comfortability agent-wise. I mean, you have No One Jag, who is a chamber one trick essentially. Surely he whips out the chamber on Icebox. You have Flirk, who's a Jet main, a Jet one trick essentially. And now you see both Icebox and Ascent. You know that Jet is viable on both maps, so it's going to be quite the interesting lineup. I mean, you have LG, who's 3-7, going up against a 5-5 PN expert roster. And I mean, if everything goes the way that LG wants it to, we might just have a tied up record at 5-7. Obviously, PN is not going to want to let that happen. So, you know, and I is obviously looking to improve on this 5-7 record, trying to push it over the edge of the even 500. Whether it's above or below, I guess, you know, I guess you would take 6-6, but ideal situation is the 2-0. But with map picks and bans finally finished, attackers being LG to start this half off, and defenders and PN, should be a pretty solid matchup. I'm excited to see how this LG team plays out. Obviously, I may be a little biased here, being a member of the org from the apprentice tier instead. But they're having a little bit of roster shakeups lately. You know, Flirk was a recent addition. Has been playing relatively well though. So it will be interesting to see how this new roster kind of shapes up, plays out against PN. A team that, you know, is trying to contest for playoffs here. I mean, you're sitting at 500. I believe there's 3 or 4 teams that have the same record at 5-5. So expert tier is quite competitive in these, you know, once you get away from that top 2 from the tier. So I am interested to see how this one plays out. Fun fact though, Mimi or Mini, whichever one it is, it's Mini, is playing with a cut on their thumb. They did cut their thumb earlier today. I don't know, you know, how much they're going to need to be pressing that space bar to jump, or if they use mouse buttons, but fingers crossed, you know, nothing opens up, no tech pause is needed. But No One Jag hovering deadlock? Say it ain't so. The chamber one trick switching to deadlock? That'd be okay. Now Flirk's hovering deadlock. Maybe this is just a troll. Okay, what is going on? I do like this Sentinel S comp though that we're seeing right now from the side of PN. I'm a huge fan of Gecko on this map, and it does look like No One Jag is going to lock in this Icebox. Honestly, I would not be surprised if Icebox is the LG expert strongest map, because I mean, you have 2 players who are playing viable agents on their, you know, like in their most comfortable agent as well. And the fact that they're viable for the map, I mean, how many other maps can you do? Can you say, like, you know, both Jet and Chamber are, you know, viable agents? I don't know if you can. But I like the 2 different iterations. You have Chamber versus KJ face off essentially, because everything else is mirrored. We'll see. I mean, from my personal experience, No One Jag is a crack chamber. I mean, it's the only agent he plays. Like, let's be real. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see if Jude on this KJ can step up and say something about it. But off we go into map 1. Gonna be a good one for you folks. All right. Get my observer set. And off to the races. 30 seconds till map 1. Co-caster, how are we feeling about this map? Who do you think is going to take it down? Yeah, actually, I think LG is going to take this map down. It is their map pick after all. Yeah, I agree, man. No, really good, really good. What's your name again? Paco. Yep. Yeah, you must be the GOAT. Yep. Okay. But here we go. Little bit of an interesting 3-1-1 for the attacker half. Jag is going to spot Gecko on B. A little bit of noise being made. Default Sova dart. And oh my god. Jag finds an excellent first pick, but Zero Cool is able to pick it off on that interesting off angle on top screens. Is going to drop off though, and now these players are going to need to have to worry about it, but a nice little timing. Lurk can see Zero Cool in nest, but they are able to escape. Now a little bit of a reset. I mean, Jag has pushed up and has full B main control, and little does he know, nobody else is on site. Zero Cool is somewhat aware, and now with the Viper Wall coming out, surely they are aware that this is going to be a B hit from the side of LG. The Molly stalling it out just a bit. Plant is going to go down though.
My ult's not
No
ready.
one Jag. Find one more. Can't connect with one. Blurk is able to get that trade though. Insane's fully vulnerable, is swinging like there's no tomorrow. Can't connect. Oh, does though. And the Mimi on that late lurk mid is able to find Zero Cool. Really well played. Had a couple players weak from the side of LG, but are able to seal the deal. I mean, you had that opening pick from no one Jag, and at that point you're just playing a 4v5. It did end up evening out with Zero Cool finding a pick on A, but I mean, the first bloods and pistol rounds going in the hands of LG is a really strong start. However, Zero Cool is going to lead this charge to try and punish this solo lurk on B. I don't know if he saw anybody else. He's gonna be able to TP out, but there are 4 players next to him. How does he escape this? He can't. And Jude is able to find that kill. The Outlaws on the ground. They are able to pick it up. Maybe finds 2. They are going to get that trade, and so there are 2 guns now on the floor that are now in the hands of PN. One an Outlaw, the other a Bulldog. And with a Guardian, 2 Guardians and a Bulldog to the name of LG, this could get a little dicey. Jude DCs might need a tech pause. After that, Flurk just finding some crazy timing, trying to get the sprays going. Flash is going to connect. They still see 1 screens. They are aware at least 1 player is back.
One enemy remaining.
And oh my gosh, this save might actually go in the way of PN, and it does. An excellent response to the solo push on B. Gets absolutely punished for lurking on a save round, and all of a sudden 2 guns are just enough for what PN need to take that round down. So we will be getting a tech pause here. Jude did DC PC crash. I am well versed in that aspect of PC gaming, but I think we might take a little bit of a break, and we will come back when Jude does. See you in a bit. back. So, Jude has come from the depths of PC Armageddon and has returned, hopefully with a vengeance, trying to capitalize on this thrifty that PN just so miraculously were able to get. And, I mean, I wouldn't say actually miraculously. I mean, it was a pretty well-played round. Punishing the lurk, I love it. Zoro might be trying to do a little bit of initiator conditioning here on A. Chamber Trip is going to be set there as well. And I like this kind of idea of a B hit. They are going to need to dodge a Sova Dart from the defenders here, and they are not going to be able to. So Flurk is going to get hit, and if your duelist gets hit, surely that means that's the direction that they're coming. But that doesn't drag any rotates off of A. Maybe now it does, being that the Gecko Flash has been utilized as well. And this drone might just be the confirmation that they need. Although they still have yet to see anybody else, but Zoro definitely was spotted there. And now there's 3 people on site, and this is going to be the better, heavier defended site. And now with Bomb being on the ground, Agwell is able to find one on Flurk, and Saints is kind of in a tough position here. Right click is true. It's not quite Sun Classic. Can he get another one? No, unfortunately.
Down B.
And the stronger guns are just proving to be too much for LG to handle. Zoro gonna try and find some heroics with just a sheriff in hand. 60 HP to his name. Working around the smoke. Can't find one. Only a body shot, but a body shot isn't gonna do it. A nice four-man left standing for PN. Pretty strong, I guess you can call it bonus round. But now Zero Cool with an op in their hands. I don't know how much LG is going to be prepared for this op on round 4. I think maybe round 3, but I mean, still, your teammates have pretty good economy here. Even if you lose this round, surely you're able to buy next if you're PN.
Scanning ahead.
4 Vandals, though, from the side of LG. So this little strat that Fnatic made so popular, where you buy half shields, might actually be able to hold true.
Right here.
D'Angelo is able to find an early pick on Zoro, who was lurking A. That's not going to drag really any rotates off.
Deploying.
No one jagged. Is the lurk, though, and they are aware that they are the lurking player. However, somebody else was able to shoot this drone, and now, once again, LG is running to the stacked site. Behind a Gecko wall, nonetheless, but Zero Cool is able to find one, almost finds 2. No one jag is able to find the trade on that.
Spike down B.
Mini picks up the trade from Saints. Death there. Bomb is on the ground though. Now just a 3v2 and a Gecko ult on the side of the defenders as well. It's not going to be easy. They know they have LG in a pinch here. In a really nice spot too from
left.
Gecko, from D'Angelo, to just hold. They know that this can't be an A hit. Mini just trying to slowly inch their way in. Yuma is able to find Jag and then Mini and closes that round. And D'Angelo still is able to hold on to this Gecko ult. So Stova ult also online. I mean, that could get a little dicey. There are some long corridors, you know, B long, or even from like the side of B into A main, perpendicular to where LG is going to be pushing. That also might find some kind of value. If anything, you can also, you know, stop the spike plant from going down.
Scanning ahead.
But this Sova has pinged a member from LG almost every round, it seems like. Maybe you just try to hide from the dart at this point, or just have somebody shoot it before somebody gets pinged. But I like that they kind of are showing this presence on A, and nobody really is taking any space through mid. However, with that orb going up, now, you know, PN might be a little bit skeptical here.
Found them.
And now with the alarm bot up, and oh no, Jude is able to find
Spike down,
two.
B.
Bomb grenade out.
The jig is up. They are well aware. Now hunting for an ace. Zoro shuts it down, but does take damage.
Revealing area.
It wasn't clean. They were able to get 4. Now it's all up to Zoro and Jag. Zoro is able to cross the yellow and won't get spotted, but the drone will. D'Angelo hunting.
One enemy remaining.
Zoro
Spike
just
down,
oblivious
B.
to the push-up. Jag can't get it done. And a huge, monumental round from Jude there. Coming back, like I said, from the depths of PC Armageddon with a vengeance. Nice 3K on the round. Tough start. I mean, it was looking strong after you win that first pistol from LG. But just a little bit of a struggle.
Careful.
And, I mean, that second round clearly has made a momentum shift into the hands of PN. And they are definitely, most certainly trying to run away with this one. Does not look like anybody has been spotted from the dart. However, once again, they're running into the stacked site. Everybody is playing backside though, so trying to find these early picks is not going to work out quite well. With the second Gecko flash, once again, nothing is spotted, so they might just be thinking, hey, this is going to be a free site. But Viper does go down. Zoro finds a pick, but gets traded on a really strong Sova dart to try and deny that plant. But Viper is insanely weak, so I mean, if they just start spamming through, they might just be able to take this pit down and completely swing this round and turn it onto its head. Zero Cool is able to find Flirk, who's on quite the off angle, and now Mini trying to find one. Look at
Last
that
player
spot
standing.
from the enemy. Viper completely dodging the Viper pit entirely, going over the ropes, and just a nice little pinch on where Mini's position was, and that's going to shut that one down. So a pit invested, and you still have 4 ults from PN. I mean, surely you would think maybe I would use the KJ ult to just push him out, but clearly it wasn't needed. And now you're running into a team with full rifles, an operator, 4 ults, and you're on a save. Maybe you use the chamber ult here, take a sip of your diet milk, and, you know, take a nice long deep breath and relax. Be like, okay guys, let's just save face, save mental, and pick up where we started. Because it looked strong at the beginning. I think best case scenario here is you get some ults offline from, you know, the defenders here. Make your next attacking round, your full buy, a little bit easier. I mean, you have Sova ult as well for post plant, so if you can just get this bomb down, that could be ideal. To try and run a little bit of a post plant scenario. I mean, you have, I don't know if Mini knows any Molly lineups, but you have that potential for post plant. You have Gecko, Molly. You could just hold with a chamber. Oh no, and what an angle! A really strong jiggle from no one Jag. But once again, I mean, this dart is just getting so much information.
My ult's ready. What's this?
Sova is going to go down on the side of LG. And no one Jag. Oh no! Trying to find one in mid. Misses their opportunity on an unfortunate timing. And look, there's 4 players on A side. They are completely aware that this isn't going to be a B hit. They made enough sound to try and make it sound like they're potentially rotating, but there's an alarm bot in mid. They know they're not pushing mid because of that alarm bot. And oh no, Flirt gets pinged as well. I mean, this Sova dart has just gotten insane value. No one Jag is able to find one in mid, but it's just off of a simple lurk. Now, I mean, now A site looks somewhat available, but it looks like
30 seconds left.
they were trying to make noise with Flurk running away to make it sound like they weren't hitting A, but I mean, this operator is just sitting on B, getting so much information, and it looks like the timing has been missed. There's no time left, so everybody is well aware that this is going to be an A hit, a really strong
Spike planted.
couple of knife kills from Flurk, and he's hunting now for 3.
Player standing.
The KJL is going to go down, and now it's all up to Zero Cool, who only had an operator to their name, was able to pick up a rifle, but really should just try and get some damage here. I mean, they have... Actually, they really don't have as strong of an econ as I thought, especially after taking 5 rounds down. But, I mean, that's a really, really strong showing from LG. I mean, you take down essentially a Thrifty. This is kind of what happened at the start of this game, and maybe this is a little bit of a momentum shifter. Zero Cool has knives, so they're just going to opt to run with a Sheriff, although Yuma has 9,000 credits, so theoretically they could buy them if they wanted to. But let's save the econ here. I do like the call. And No One Jag, who saw success with the chamber op, is now going to just buy one straight out. And now this Gecko Wall is going to find a bunch of information. They know that they're not B. They can kind of crowd this A bomb site now. Maybe a coordinated swing here. No One Jag isn't able to get away. He does. And now his teammates are here with the backup. The knives are gone. So Zero Cool is stuck and just needs to raw swing with a Sheriff. And that's clearly going to get punished because, you know, they swung into 3 people. Hard to win that one. But now it's all up to CJ Agwal, who is going to somewhat hold it down. Bomb is down now. People are going to get pinged, and now that... Oh, okay, this is not the attacker, the defender, Gecko Wall, but Gecko Wall invested isn't going to find anybody, but gets Flurk into this nice position here. And look at the enemy Gecko on the Slurk. They are completely unaware. And now it's all up to Flurk. Trying to do some heroics. Can't get it done, but 2 really nice kills in 2 straight rounds with 3 Ks. Flurk being a light in the tunnel right now for this LG team. Now he's just hoping to be a candle that lights the rest of the candles under
Like, why can't we just hug it out?
the butts of this LG roster.
Placing sentry.
But CJ Agma, I mean, you look at this. 9 and 5. I mean, how many times has A, his Sova Dart got immense value, and B, has just been the solo A hold,
This is gonna be
or
fun.
even, you know, partnered up with Jet on B, and is, you know, been able to find a pick and even sometimes escape with their own life. I mean, they're finding really great timings here, and they are being a thorn in the side of LG. Now just holding mid. This has been the duel. Oh, really good bait and switch, even though it's just... Oh my goodness. Not even exposed. Finds him with his util out, and No One Jag seems to be the only answer to this PN Sova. And he's caused enough noise to make PN completely rotate towards B. Oh no, but D'Angelo does find No One Jag, who is completely unaware that somebody could be pushing through tunnel. And now they know that that lurk is gone. You have Jet, who's holding this long angle on B main. They know that this has to be an A hit. But Yuma is finding crazy timing. How are you escaping this? The pit is going to go down, but Yuma is able to find one before. Saints does get a trade on D'Angelo. So now we have a 3v2, and with that alarm bot not contesting mid. Oh no, Mini isn't able to find the kill though. Jude finds the perfect time to turn around, and Flurk, who isn't aware, gets a great adjustment on Zero Cool. Jude does find... Oh my goodness. ships crossing in the night. Jude finds Flurk to clutch the round. Huge round from Jude. I mean, you get the 3K there, and one of them is on the mini lurk. Huge round. I mean, you go into this one, you lose that. You go into this one 6-3. Your econ is rough. And it just, that is tough. That is a tough round to lose. Really well played. Did take a little bit of heroics, but still. Jude coming back with a vengeance. Hey, Jude. You know how the song goes. I clearly don't. But 11-4 and 10-4 from D'Angelo. Both of them being staples for this PN roster so far. No One Jag trying to connect with... Oh my god, excellent shots from Zoro. Trying to connect with the Marshall, can't. But that draws the crosshair away from Zoro, who is able to capitalize with that Sheriff on top belt. Flurk finding a really nice position here, but the wall goes down and is caught out in the open. Zero Cool is able to find that kill on Flurk. Saints now has to leave, being that that is made of complete paper. You're gonna swing into 3 players. An unfortunate decision from Saints, trying to play retake. He was all alone. Or post plan, I mean. Sova Dart is going to go out. Won't connect with anyone. No One Jag does find one with the Marshall eventually. Mini trying to connect. Can't with the Sheriff. But now it's all up to Zoro, who found that opening pick. But the bomb is being defused. There was just too much sound. He didn't even know. He had all online too. I'm sure he would have invested it if he knew. But quite unfortunate from the side of LG. And now, best case scenario, you get an 8-4 half on what you would think to be an attacker-sided map. You have the more traditional comp from PN as well. You have the lockdown, which is definitely better for these site takes than a chamber alt. But at the same time, on the other hand, that chamber op is significantly stronger on defense. So we'll see how this round plays out. Once again, this Sova Dart finding multiple players on the pings. Can't find one, but does at least spot them. Site has been completely given up. B is still being held by 2 players though, but once again, I mean, this Sova is just tearing LG apart. I mean, No One Jag has been, I think, the only one to really kill this player. Flurk and No One Jag, a little bit of a 1-2 punch. Flurk finds a second now, and that is going to prompt the ult from KJ in Jude. And once again, Flurk was the last one standing and is close to being caught in that KJ ult once again, but another 3K. I mean, I think every round they've won besides pistols. Okay, never mind. That's a stupid comment, being that they've only won one other round. They've, you know, came out with a win off of a Flurk 3K. So now we have 2 Flurk 3Ks, 2 wins, and 1 win without. But now we have 2 alts online. We have a Sova alt that's been online the entire map, and a Gecko alt that surely can be invested here. I mean, there's the Sova, the KJ alt that you could use it for. There's been 2 KJ alts, but honestly, I don't blame them for not using it. On the KJ alt, the round was clearly won there, but it's the last round. Oh, but look at this. They're running into a 3-stack here. D'Angelo is able to escape, and CJ Agmo once again finds a pick. Yuma with the op this time, and look at this. Sova alt is able to connect with No One Jag, and even finds one on Saints. So both players are now hit for 80. No One Jag on a really nice angle. Is able to find this trade on D'Angelo. Bomb is down now, however. And Mini, who has now found the spike, is going to take some chip damage. Actually avoids the Sova dart. And oh my gosh, I mean, there is just no answer. Mini trying to find one, can't find a second. And now it's all to No One Jag, who, like I said, has been the only answer to the Sova. But oh my gosh, I mean, this 1-2 punch from Jude and Sova has just been insane. There's just no answer that LG has been able to come up with other than the tactical loss,
Switching
making this
sides.
a potential 9-3 curse. Not an ideal situation if you are in the court of LG. Definitely not ideal. But it might just be as ideal as you could possibly get when you're down at least 9 rounds. 9-3 curse. I do like the setup though, with no one Jag being this kind of solo hold B, but against 3 players, what are you gonna be able to accomplish here? We'll see if the battle of the Sovas starts to commence, because like I said, oh my goodness, really strong connecting body shot. Makes Zero Cool extremely weak.
Blocking sight.
Now they're just going to make the noise and back up. Are very willing to give up this B site. And now a little bit of a reset. So still just this 2-1-2 hold. One thing that PN was doing extremely strong was just leaving one player on this long angle B. And then the remaining players rotating towards A. KJ now with all this noise might find a nice lurk. No one Jag isn't able to find any more, so CJ Agwell is able to find Mini. And the pinch has commenced onto No One Jag, who is able to escape and is just playing Snowman. Everybody in kitchen. It is going to be planted top site, so a little bit of a strong setup here for post plant. TJ Iwell is going to find Zoro. And, oh, Saints finds one. You have a weak player in Yuma. No One Jag is able to find 2 now. We have full health. Jude trying to be the answer. Just spraying, hoping that they can find something. And Saints with a 3K. Huge round. LG now closing the distance just ever so slightly at 9-4, trying to make this a 9-5 and not a 10-4. Hopefully going to attempt to tie up the loose ends that they had on the previous force. But like I said, a strong start, but the question is, can they continue? There is no lurker to be punished this time because you are now on defense.
Right here.
So we'll see what LG has cooked up, or I should say what PN has cooked up. Once again, CJ Agmo finding somebody with a dart. Nobody we just refuse to break this Sova dart. We're just saying, hey, look where I am. Lurk is able to find one. Oh, and with their util out is going to fall. Zoro, oh no.
One enemy remaining.
Zoro is able to find 2, but does fall to D'Angelo. Saints though. Oh my goodness. Nobody saw that. A little bit of a whiffy from both teams, but it's all good. Mini with the whiffy #bang. Shout out my boy Grimmy with the Hemi #bang. Wasn't able to make the cast today. Fortunate. But there we go. Tying up the loose ends this time. LG finding a round win on their bonus. So a 9-5 scoreline currently. No One Jag is not opting to purchase a 3rd round op. Probably the better idea being that you are down, but you could make an argument, hey, maybe we should take a little bit of a risk here. But I like the aggressive line. Oh no, but he can still TP out. Surely he TPs. No, he walks out and he can't get away. And now B is just pried open, a fatal error if you're trying to do any kind of damage. The Gecko util is able to go, is going to get broken. So a manual plan has to come in, and now Zoro finds the kill on Zero Cool.
One
Yuma is
enemy
starting to go
remaining.
huge though, trying to find their third of the round. And now it's just Saints who has a Spectre, trying to get the shoulder peek, is able to shut down the 3K. So now it's no longer a guaranteed shoe-in, but Jude, oh, what a bait from CG Agmo. Just a little bit of pop, pop, you know what I mean? And Saints' attention gets completely drawn away from the potential lurk, and Jude with the sneaky lurk finds the kill on Saints, closes that one out. So 10-5, both Geckos have their ult online. The Rash is not done with you. Again, this B hit, maybe a little bit less of an aggressive stance here from the side of LG. The TP wasn't able to work the first time. Oh my goodness! Flurk is only able to connect with one, but that definitely gets their 1.5. Finds a second, is weak, and is trying to escape, and will.
Wingman's planting.
But you have this Gecko ult Molly walking straight into a KJ Molly. And Flurk finds third on the round. Now hunting for an ace. Is only at 13 health, though. 13 HP and a dream.
I got the spike.
But surely, I mean, you're in a 2v essentially 3 situation. You have it all online. If you can get a pick on somebody who is full health here, this round all of a sudden becomes extremely winnable. You just need to shoot. I mean, you could blow on Flurk and he would die. But all it takes is one. But there's no real space that has been taken from LG. I like the passive play together
30 seconds left.
and just play retake, but you guys are weak. So there's big question marks, a lot of question marks up in the air. Where are they going to be? But now with time running low, surely they're somewhere where Flurk isn't able to connect. Now Saints trying to find another, is able to find Yuma, and Mini clears that out with an assist from Flurk on both of those kills. So Flurk finding huge value, having impact on all 5 of the kills that round. And a solid start from LG, winning pistols, winning the Force, the much needed win on the Force. Doing some damage on the bonus round, and then to come in and now win the first buy, it really is strong. Now you have no one Jag with an operator. You have Flurk with knives, who's been going crazy. Clearly the star of this team so far. They know that the op is on top yellow, but he's just going to disrespect the fact that they know that. And he's just going to hold it. Yuma is going to go down in mid.
Enemy
And
down.
Zoro is going to find a pick on Zero Cool, who is kind of lurking in a completely untradeable position. Jude does know that one person is at least orange due to the bot pinging it, but a little bit of a reposition. Now you have 2 players boiler. Oh, but Jude definitely heard this. They know it's Jet with the knives. Oh, can he find one? He can and will escape. So now Jude has found a little bit of a timing up into kitchen. But because Gecko has been spotted, wow, reloading out in the open, not ideal. Jude with an unfortunate timing. Gecko is right behind him though, so trying
30 seconds left.
to find this trade, but these players are just so separated. Oh my goodness.
One enemy remaining.
And thank
Spike
God
planted.
no one Jag was able to get that kill, because that would have been an op in the hands of Gecko. And if you're Jude here, what are you going to do? You could say, hey, I'm going to try to die here, get my ult online, but I mean, you're attacking. It's going to be easy to get at least the B orb. So tough round from PN there. And a little bit of a comeback is going to prompt PN to start this timeout. Codecaster, what do you think they're talking about here? Honestly, I think they just go back to what they were doing in the first round. I mean, or in the first half, they were playing with each other. They were playing their trades. They were heavily relying on CJ Ogwell to get that opening pick, and he did repeatedly. However, you don't necessarily see that this half. So maybe you try to set up him and try to get this guy back into the confidence zone, back into autopilot, and just pew pew go kill. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I like that assessment. I think they are starting to play a little bit separated, not really playing for trades. I mean, that last round you saw Zero Cool just walk into maze. You had Jude in CT spawn, and you had Gecko plant alone. And once they died, there's nobody to trade. Obviously, it's that situation. You're in a 2v4. You got to take some kind of risk, but on a save round, surely you just group up and run it down. You know what I mean? Once again, Sova Dart finding some value. However, this time it's on the side of LG. And I like that they have decided to pick up the pace from PN. So now this is going to pry this A site wide open. They've taken this cleanly. Very little damage taken, but a Sobal is going to connect and finds
Spike
one
down A.
on the star player in Ogmal. Oh no, Zero Cool swings into two players. Nobody once again is there to trade. And oh my goodness, two players detained from D'Angelo. You have no one, Jack, protecting them, but in a tough spot. Bomb still does need to go down though. And now with all the time in the world, this looks somewhat difficult for PN. However, they do have the KJL online, and that is going to stall. Zoro might try to find one pick here before they can let this drop. Oh my goodness, and they're just gonna force
Last player standing.
one player detained. And they're quickly picked up, so now it's just no one Jag versus Jude. Sentinel versus Sentinel. I said at the start, it's going to be the matchup. Which agent is best? And no one Jag. I mean, Jude is playing this flawlessly. They see the gun. They're completely unaware. No one Jag doesn't have the time, but is able to get the kill. And a huge round from Jude. Wow. You pick up the pace. I mean, you have strong post-plant utility. You have Viper Molly. Oh, a Viper Molly now, post-patch. You have two KJ Mollies to work with. You have Gecko Molly. You have Sova Shock Dart. I mean, you can play this post-plant extremely well. And now you have a Viper all online. This could get difficult for LG. I mean, surely you need to play to deny this plant because this post plant and the Viper ult is going to be so strong. Clerk now trying to take this aggressive angle. They might clear this. Try to get one like he did before. Can't get it done. Only has a Guardian to his name this time. Oh, and Flirk catches Zero Cool off guard in kind of an aggressive position. And now with their entry gone, this plant is going to be somewhat difficult. No one Jag does find one on Jude too, who is lurking on A. And now, I mean, you still have Viper's Pit. You still have Sova ult here, but look at this pixel angle from Zoro. D'Angelo will spot them, and so they know that there is somewhat of a rotation happening, and Ogmal gets picked, who did find a timing on Flirk, but Saints was aware of the possibility, and now it's a 2v5. A really, really strong start to this round from LG. Everybody just grouping up in mid. It's not
30 seconds
impossible,
left.
though. Like I said, if this bomb goes down, they get this pick on Flirk, who isn't at full health, and then you get the Viper all down. This is a very winnable round. They're going
Last
here.
player
The
standing.
drop, the gun
Spike
drop.
down B.
Yuma does find Flirk, but unfortunately, unfortunately for PN,
10
Flirk
seconds
is
left.
going to get one before he dies. And now Yuma's just forced to save here. a tough situation to be in. Might be able to find another, but Zane's just playing it safe. Really strong round. I mean, you saw the fast-paced aggression on A right after that timeout. It worked extremely well. And after it worked, they just slowly took B, got punished for being slow, and then
Right
kind of
there.
halted, and then got pinched. I mean, I think the fast-paced Paper Rex kind of aggression is just the way that this team needs to play. And now, unfortunately for them, they're going to be walking straight into a Viper's Pit. But it's not going to be impossible. Oh, Flirk does find a couple shots onto Jude, and Zoro is going to finish that off. But once again, I mean, really great stall. I mean, they needed to try and play this somewhat aggressive. They have a weak buy, so they knew that it was bound to happen. Really good wallbang and heads up shooting from Flirk. Oh, Saints and D'Angelo exchange
Right
Gecko
there.
headshots. D'Angelo more in favor of that exchange, sitting at 46 instead of 23 health, but still players with a crazy amount of weapons. Flirk finds 3 kills now on players he can't even see. Trying to find a second, can he, or a fourth? Can he do it once again? Bomb has been acquired. Going to escape, but Flirk trying to find a 4K on the round. But Mini take that away. And once again, another 3K on the back of Flirk is LG. LG had no answer for BG Agmo last round, or last half. And now the ball is in the court of LG. They clearly have the momentum here, winning 6 of 8 rounds on this defensive half so far. And Flirk has just been on a tear, sitting at 23 and 15. Somehow has 8 assists as well, looking like an initiator out there. 1 off his ult as well. Going back to this default playstyle though is PN. Bomb is down right outside A. They hear the op, they know it's online now. And now though, Jag is just holding B long with this aggressive op angle, and they can pretty much confidently say that it might just be anywhere but
I
B.
got the spike. Spike dropped.
I mean, you see the stack towards mid. It's a 1-3-1 split right now from LG. But Jude is able to find 1. And Saints needs to be careful, because if he goes down, all of a sudden it's an equalized position at 3-3. You still have the op online, but it's completely on the opposite side. So if Saints are to go down here, that retake is going to all of a sudden become extremely difficult. Zero Cool finds 2. D'Angelo is weak. Both players weak now. Sitting at half health or less. And they have turned something or nothing into something. Something out of nothing. No one Jag choosing to hold this op. But like I said, I mean, this comp that they have and PN is so strong on this post-plant util to just try and deny. I mean, you see the mollies. No one Jag does find 1, and that is going to knock down 1 molly off the board.
1 enemy remaining.
And no one Jag finds
Last
2.
player standing.
Oh, almost finds a 3rd. All he needs to do is stall for time, because Gecko is on the bomb. Even though they're no longer alive,
Take aim, Zenfire. Let's not compete.
that util stays living. And that is going to be just enough pressure that they need to secure that round. Essentially a 3v3 there. I mean, no one Jag played that flawlessly, choosing to hold on to that op. They know they're most likely playing post plant with this comp. Extremely well played. They're playing off. They're not contesting, and they're just waiting for these taps. And when you can just hold on these angles that you're well aware they're going to be swinging
Right
from,
here.
all of a sudden that op becomes so strong. Oh, Jude heard Flirk. Now might be trying to find a timing, but no one Jag has his back. Oh, and an excellent shot from Zoro, who is also able to evade
One enemy remaining.
at least one ping from the Sova ult. Sova is able to find two, though, with a nice headshot on Mini and cleaning up the kill that his ult had started. Flirk now could be completely unaware. All CGI will needs to do is connect with these shots. He sees the ponytail. Oh my god! I need to see the other POV right there. What? That looked insane. What looked like a shoo-in for a nice back turn to me sheriff kill. I mean, the cursor was on the dome of Flirk.
Not gonna lie, that surprised me.
I can't believe that he came out of that on top. What? I mean, I guess, hey, this is expert, so yeah, let's check this guy's PC. I mean, that was a little wild, little bonkers. Oh my goodness, and Flirk is just unstoppable, just an unanswerable. He's just an immovable force, and unfortunately, PN is not looking like an impenetrable wall right now. Oh my goodness. The KJ ult's gonna go down. Zoro is able to find one with the ult once again. That's twice now. They've been able to find a pick with the ult. They're not gonna be able to break the KJ ult with the Sova ult. Despite being the hunter, is only a hunter of men. Oh, and not a hunter of alts. Really nice pixel angle that Jag is holding to watch the push up from Hot Box. But are they going to be aware of this Jude lurk? Oh, that kill would have done wonders for PN if they were able to get that kill. But it looks like no one Jag is somewhat aware. I mean, they really have no pressure here. I mean, whether they swing close or far, Jude will be walking straight into the crosshair of an operator. And LG is currently just playing this extremely well. D'Angelo is able to, oh no, walk straight, oh my goodness, walk straight into the sights of no one Jag. And how have they come back from this? Now a 3v2. I mean, LG did just win a 3v2 with Gecko being a player they do need to be aware of. Mini, it has been heard, and now is completely oblivious to Agmol. And now they're going to find a pick. And now it's all up to Saints. Not an ideal situation. This round has just been tossed, unfortunately, off of the whiff of no one Jag. Saints just trying to do a little bit of economy damage, but isn't able to find anyone. It's just going to die to Spike. I mean, they do have the money, so I guess getting the alt orb isn't a bad call. But this could just be a fake comeback. I mean, you have Viper's Pit online still. So if they can get this bomb down without losing their smokes, this Viper's Pit could go insane. Not to mention, they have Gecko ult to follow and take sight with. So essentially, they either have to break this Gecko ult and take the onslaught of Yuto, or play retake and force themselves into a Viper Pit. And I don't know how Flirk has done it, but he's gotten a pick on one and also legs D'Angelo in the process. So now we have players who are extremely weak. They know Jude's there. What a flick from Flirk. Saints now shuts down the Gecko ult, and now it's all up to Yuma and Agmol. Agmol has been on a heater, and with this Viper ult still online, they've not been able to get this bomb down without taking severe casualties. And now once again, PN needs some heroics. And we might just take this into OT. Get your Gambas ready. At least one map going to OT. Well played to whoever put their Gamba money on that. But Zoro,
30 seconds left.
Flurk, I mean, 2 ops online now. Flurk choosing to rock with a Vandal here. But Zoro needs to find this kill. Finds
Spike
one.
down A.
Gets a little bit of chip onto Yuma. Viper's Pit goes in. We would need to see something immaculate from Yuma here, but now they're running out of time. And if this bomb goes down, they're just going to need to walk straight into... Oh my. Into 4 players, and it's just not going to be enough. To OT we go.
Producer here. Quick side note: dying to the spike does not give you an ult orb. I thought I'd just point that out. We don't want to spread misinformation about the game. We are streaming, so thought I'd point that out. But other than that, you're doing great, Mr. Retired God.
I'm not gonna lie. I just took my headphones off to to plug them in. So I heard nothing from my producer. And we're just gonna keep going. To LG, this momentum shift has been crazy. I mean, you go 9-3. Is the curse real? I mean, it just might be. It just might be. But once again, trying to take this slow, methodical approach and just play contact, but they might just catch D'Angelo off guard. A couple of leg shots from both players, and now that everybody has been seen, the pace has been picked up. No one Jack finds a kill, not lurking this time,
Spike planted.
and is able to get first blood now. CJ Agmo does run away. And now a retake is online, but like I said, Icebox is one for post-plant heavy hold, but oh my goodness,
One enemy remaining.
it's not even close to being planted for the players who are trying to contest. Mini is able to find 2 and also denies the Gecko plant. Oh, finds another one. Oh my god, the heroics, they know what's halved. Oh my goodness, Mini goes insane for 4 on a lurk, just
sides.
one by one by one by one.
Someone check the
How
PC.
do you
Check the
stop
PC.
that? I mean, that is a momentum killer. I mean, I wouldn't say that PN had any momentum at that point, but if they had any inkling of hope right there, surely that just got shut down. I mean, that is devastating. A 1v4 essentially, and Mini, bow, 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 bow. Really well played, but the dash wasn't online, and now a complete blunder from Flurk. Can't escape. They know the naked op is here. No one Jack can't connect, but needs to find one before they escape. Oh, but some bad timing, and unfortunately, Jag can't escape.
You did good.
I had to open my mouth about momentum, but now it seems like it's clearly in the hands of PN, and what a fake so far, too. Enough noise has been made on B to where this A site has been completely free. They're aware now that... Oh, Zoro
Spike
is able to
planted.
find that pick, so it is a 3v4. It is somewhat possible. We've seen some crazy stuff happen in this game so far. You have Mini, who just had a crazy round. Can they continue? No. Zero Cool shuts that one down. Almost loses their cool there.
Last player
And
standing.
finds a pick, but... Oh, can't find a 4th. Once again, another 3K from another player, and a round going into the hands of the
Switching
player with
sides.
the 3K.
Overtime.
To double OT we go. I mean, that is a devastating loss for the side of LG, because the attacking half from LG was their most difficult half. I mean, they only won 3 rounds. It didn't seem like they really had an answer for PN when PN was defending. And you take the first round of OT when you're attacking nonetheless, but you can't capitalize on what should have been your best half or your best side of this map, the one that you won 9 rounds on. You got a couple shots being exchanged. The gun is poking out now, and Odin is a big gun, so Yuma isn't able to maintain their anonymity.
Stay down.
Zero Cool is able to find one. Flirk gets the trade. And now a little bit of post plan, because, oh my goodness, Flirk is able to find another. And gets the bomb down, doesn't have the security to do it though with the Odin online. And that Odin spam is going to continue. They have the time though to rotate if they wanted to. And it looks like that is what they're opting to do here. Or at least they're just going to cut sound and re-hit this. But even then, the re-hit is the right call, because they've dragged Jude so far away. So now instead of running into 3 players, they're only running into 2.
30 seconds left.
And LG are just holding, making sure nobody is pinching them. And they're choosing to re-hit A. And even Sova now is starting to disappear, but comes back to play this partnership with Yuma, who's only at 41 health. Flirk finds another one. Saints gets
10 seconds left.
one of their own, and now it's all up to Jude. Bomb is going to go down. Flirk with 40 health, but looking for a 4th kill. And Mini, aware that a lurk could be possible, just chooses to run away and play with their team. But now, only now, trying to find one. Jude, here's one, can find one, finds 2, but can't connect on the shot with Zoro. And now, once again, LG finding their stride on the attacker half, only after
If you're not a good shot today, don't
the
worry.
momentum
There are
was
other
shifted
ways to
into
be
their
useful.
hands during that defensive half.
Right here.
So once again, going
Right
into
here.
match point for LG. A must-win scenario for PN, but an insane match nonetheless so far. No one Jag once again opting to use the op on top yellow. And, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Once again, that... Oh, chooses to stay on top. But when you can just instantaneously TP, why not? Goes for a second, can't commit, can't connect with any, excuse me, any of those op shots. But look at Flirk, has all this space. Might be running into multiple players here. Oh my goodness, but it doesn't even matter because he has the dash, can escape with minimal damage. Jude can't find that trade, and this looks all but over. I mean, Flirk is just on a tear right now, finds his 3rd for the round. Knives online. And once again, Flirk just has found every exploit and has exploited it as one should. So A side has been completely given up now. PN just inching their way up. And now a Sober
30
drone to
seconds
clear. Might not find anyone actually. Oh my goodness, this could be crazy. They are completely unaware. The timing was there. Flirk trying to find another.
Spike planted.
Can't do it. At least not yet. Goes up top nest. Now hunting for this ace. They know one person's below. Yuma does find one on Mini. Flirk finds 4, is now hunting for this ace. They're just gonna stick it. Do they just give up? Or what is the play here? No! The ace!
Win.
It was in the grasp. He could feel it with his fingertips. But honestly, if I'm LG, I'm just happy for the win. I mean, you were down 9-3. The 9-3 curse is indeed real. What are we doing? What a round. What a map. 35 from Flirk and 12 assists as well, getting his +1 every single time. I mean, what a crazy showing. And how do you come back from that? But with that being said, map 2 is going to be Ascent. So we will see you in a bit. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back with a heater.
If you're looking up right now, you can tell I'm on the other side. And if your heart's close now, you can feel mine feeling yours. I know now not to look for stars. It's not worth the trouble reaching so far. But in my dreams, I can look anywhere I want.
And we're back. Welcome back, everybody, to LG versus Project Nova. Expert Purple Iris versus PN's expert team. My apologies to CG Ogmol. Apparently, it's Golem, but the O and the G are just flipped around. But hey, it's his first VDC match, though. Welcome to the club. Tearing it up. Tearing it up. But we're going on to Ascent. He ends map pick instead of LG's. It was a close one for LG to come out on top, being that it was their map pick. You would like to win a little bit more of a convincing round, but a win is a win nonetheless. And when you're 3-7, a W, a +1 in that W column is ideal. So now sitting at 4-7, 5-6 from PN, but into map 2, we are about to go. I am a fan of Flirk's Jet on Ascent, so I am looking forward to seeing how this goes. It'll be pretty interesting. But to agent select we go. Ascent is indeed the map. Sides have not yet changed, or will not change is what I meant to say. And here we go. Now the question is, do we see Chamber? Oh, he's hovering. Or do we see Cypher, maybe KJ? I have heard rumors. Oh my god, is that a Brim? Surely not. I have heard rumors that No One Jag has been practicing other Sentinels. Now, just take it with a grain of salt. I mean, it's just like saying that the retired god has been playing other initiators. You know what I mean? Like,
So what you're saying is
Just
you've been
because-
cheating on Breach.
playing another, just because he's playing another initiator doesn't mean he's actually good at it. He was only good at Breach. Everybody knows that. But No One Jag does lock in the Cypher, so whoa, little bait and switch there. Baited me into thinking that he was going to be locking in the Chamber. Switches to Cypher. A little bit of bamboozling. But hey, does he still opt? Maybe. Maybe he only plays Chamber because he can only opt. Maybe he just opts now on Cypher. We'll see. We shall see how it plays out. But PN looking to come back. This is their map pick, so they will surely come out of this one on top. Trying to make something change from going 1-1 every single map day. However, at this point, I would probably be happy with a 1-1. I mean, keep the 500. It's better than going 5-7.
Update from production. I will be stepping in for now until
here.
your friend VK joins you. But
Looks like VK might be coming into the cast at some point, so pretty stoked about that. However, I am now following the proper observer. D'Angelo is not able to connect with the knife, but does find somebody nonetheless, and now is swinging who they think, oh my goodness, what a pick from Angelo. Was swinging into what he thought was just one player into tiles, but little did he know there were two players all the way up cat. Oh my god, what a shot from Yuma. Jude also
Spike
finds one
down
off of the
A.
dink from Yuma as well. Jude finds once again another player and a third. Zero Cool is there to clean it all up. But another 3K, another win.
Look, all I'm saying, it's a defense-sided map, okay?
It is indeed a defense-sided map.
I would also like to point out that LG have opted for the Cypher over the KJ. So, they won't have those lockdowns, but they will have those annoying trips that you will see on site. Especially that one on A, the Unbreakable one? Is it Unbreakable? I think it's Unbreakable.
So frustrating. They won't have the KJ lockdown, but they will have a literal lockdown on site, maybe figurative. Regardless, Sniper should be able to lock it down, especially if he's using an op here. D'Angelo trying to find one. Now Yuma just solo holding this smoke. Is alone, but he does have a gun. And this LG roster be completely oblivious to it and just swing right into Death's Door. Paranoia is primed and ready, and now Zero Cool, who is uncontested in tree, can even pinch this site take as well. Oh, Flirk does find the entry. Yuma does find one and two, but does get traded. Mini is able to find one, but that might just be it. Right clicks aren't holding true, and Zero Cool finds that final kill. 4 players left alive. 4 guns taken into the next round. And everybody, I think it might be time to introduce the stream to KCVK. Woo!
Hello, stream. Hello. How is everyone doing?
Okay, I say goodbye now. Bye.
I'm good. Thank you for coming. That was the stream.
All right. What's up, chat?
Oh, Zero Cool almost connects with Flirt, but Guardian over Marshall, I guess. CG Golem trying to find a little bit of picks with that high penetration weapon. D'Angelo stuck between a rock and a hard place. Saints does find that pick, and now Yuma trying to get a little bit aggressive into a main, playing in the smoke. Only has a sheriff though, not a shotgun. And now Lurk and the rest of LG are just pushing up. Might even find Golem here in this kind of ratty position. Do they clear it is the question. I mean, they're being silent. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's a jump scare and a half if I'm Golem. But do they clear wine is the question. Bomb is in the hands of the player A main. So if they don't clear wine and they can't get away, this could get a little bit dangerous. But it seems like they are somewhat aware. They know that they haven't cleared it yet. So they're going to swing right into the crosshair of Yuma, who is going to reposition with his TP, and Jude also finds Flirk as well. So that's now a Guardian in the hands of Yuma, and only a Sheriff still in the hands of Yuma. Oh my, check that guy's PC. Can't find another one on Jude. Jude can only find Saints. And a little sloppy, but they take it down.
Yeah, check Saints' PC. That was incredible. That was a beautiful spray through smoke into an insta one tap. Great round from LG there. Like you said, a little messy, but they got the job done to get their first round on the board there.
Are we just checking all of LG's PCs now? We already had to check Flirk and Minis.
Everybody's getting a PC check.
PC checks galore.
But I agree. I mean, like Andy said earlier, it is a defensive side of map. So even though that round may have been somewhat sloppy, I mean, to get a 1 in the column is definitely better than a 0. You don't want to get bonus, just like you did in the previous map on Icebox to start that one off. What a flash, but Zero Cool doesn't swing through it.
Oh, 0.
And now Flirk is going to punish that fact and run and gets caught on the runaway. Now just a little bit of a standstill, 4v5 situation. Now the defenders are completely spread out. A great adjustment from NoJack. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. And this B site is pried wide open, and the rotates have come. bit of an engagement in mid, a little bit of a spray through the smoke, can't get it done. D'Angelo now trying to get something to go down. Flirk just is trained onto the dome and finds a third. Another 3K, another win.
Wow, LG, we claimed last round to be sloppy. That's almost as textbook as you can get. I feel for Zero Cool there as a jet main, hitting that dash key. Sometimes it just doesn't go the way that you want it to. We saw Zero Cool dash into the wall instead of back, and LG was able to capitalize on that, getting that first blood. Again, great flash, and unfortunate Zero Cool was unable to capitalize on that. But LG looking like they're just shaking off these this early 2-0 to make it 2-2.
Yeah, and clearly they shook off the 9-3 half that they inevitably won. But come from a 9-3 start, or a 3-9 start, I should say.
Revealing area.
And then to finish that map with a win, and then come into Ascent with 2-2 currently on what is presumed to be one of the most defender-sided maps in the game. Quite impressive. PN on the save now. Zero Cool likely spotted one in mid. Will spot Zoro. Trying to avoid getting shot through the wall. Has full shield, but... Oh, Jude does dodge the paranoia, but... Oh my god. What is going on?
You just have to shake your head at that interaction.
Unfortunate. I don't know how both players were oblivious even after Jude whipped an entire clip. Zoro still walked into that with his back turned, and this might just punish them completely. I mean, it's a 2v2 situation now. Guns are in the hands of both players for PN. Zero Cool isn't quite at full health, but started this round with full shield. And time is running low for the attackers, but the crazy off angle from Saints is going to get punished from Zero Cool. Another 3K. Does that mean another win? They line up. Mini trying to do the same heroics that they used in that overtime victory. On Icebox, gonna break the window. Try to reposition. Golem might have spotted a shoulder. Are they aware? With their util out, Mini can't get it done. And now a reset of position. Just trying to play time at this point. Not on the bomb. They know it's confirmation. Just jiggling at this point. Bring around the Rosie. Avoids it. Smoke goes up now, and now they have to push him. With the Sheriff in hand is playing this textbook. Masterclass from Mini. Extremely well played to save that potential loss on a Thrifty.
Yeah, that was just a textbook Omen play. One that my good friend Casey Jam would be proud of. That was just such good timing on protecting the bomb, making sure to not overcommit on their peaks. And it was just very unfortunate for Golem. There's really not much you can do there other than just swing and pray. And unfortunately, when you're playing against high-level players like this in expert tier, sometimes those swing and prays can be a little bit detrimental. And that's why there was some safety.
I would not call what I saw in market high expert level player.
Oh, no one jags still with an operator. Doesn't matter what agent this guy is on. He is smoking people with the op. Chamber, Jet, nah, dude. I op on Cypher. And on attack nonetheless as well. It's just crazy to think. Now Zoro has the ult online. Do they try and somewhat fake this B hit? I mean, everybody's on B. They might not know that. But still, it is possible. But they've waited long enough to where players from PN are now starting to rotate towards A. Oh my god. Dude, this guy is crazy. I mean, at this point, the ult might not even be needed because KJ util is down for the count. Because no one jag says, I'm going to point on you, and I'm going to click on you, and I'm going to kill you.
Spike planted.
D'Angelo now. Bot is well aware. Oh my goodness. One jag finds a 3K, finds a win. The operator is online.
From my shadows, they will hide you.
Really, really strong performance from LG so far. I mean, what do you do against the attacking op? I mean,
The
he's
attacking
just-
Cypher op.
yeah, he's slow peeking everyone and
Turret out.
with like balls of steel, and they just can't kill him.
I will say I'm liking LG's approach here. They're not respecting the util at all of PN here, and PN needs to find an answer. They need to find an answer quick. Defensive sided map, and you're down 4-2. The answer needs to come.
Yeah, I mean, surely you just stop peeking tree. Because this op has shut them down every time. Every time. This op is just going ballistic. I mean, that's your knives down as well. I mean, that's your best, essentially your best gun. And now Flirk is just dancing with fire right now. DJ Golem. Oh my goodness, finds a kill. A little bit of a blunder. Swings while reloading. And whipped all around. You get a whiff and you get a whiff. I mean, what's going on? Really heads up play from Golem to get that pick through the wall onto no one Jag with that high penetration weapon in the Sheriff, but Flirk shuts any hopes of PN taking that round down with a 2K of their own.
I think it's really important to highlight Flirk here. I think Flirk is having a great game. It just seems like Flirk is able to capitalize on every slight mistake that PN is making. I'm not giving hope. I'm not giving up hope on PN. I think they could bring this back. It's not Jover quite yet. However, like I said, time is starting to run out for them. And looking at their comp is a slightly more defensive-oriented style of play. So this might be hard to get going on attack.
I 1000% agree. And Flirk might be having a good game, but he's 1000% having a good series. Oh, they see the shoulder, and Golem is able to escape with his life. Jude finds 2, and Mini also finds 2 of their own. So a 3v3 situation, but 2 players from the side of PN are extremely weak. I mean, you have Golem at 14 health, Jude at 21 combined. I mean, they don't even have 50 health. So it's not going to be easy, especially with all 3 alt online from the side of LG. However, KGL is online, and they are going to invest it because they do 1000% need a round here. Flirk is trying to get aggressive. Maybe this guy, maybe we don't need to check his PC. Oh my gosh. How have they turned this one around? Oh no. And this just seems unwinnable. They needed the round, and a round they got. Trying to play it a little too slow. Whoa. Somehow gets the only guy who has full health. And both players with 3K, but not everybody with 3K can take it down.
That's huge from Jude there. That's what's gonna get PN back in this game, are little key moments where they might not have been clinical early in this game. They need to start cleaning up these post plant executes. And there again, a little sloppy on PN. However, it was executed to the point where it was viable for them to get that round. And I think this is where we're going to see PN's momentum shift, hopefully a little bit in their favor.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, and I mean, similar to the previous map, you had this 1-2 punch of Golem and Jude, especially on that first half. Oh no, a couple of whiffs. Oh my gosh, Zero Cool trying to find 3. A couple of whiffs from Flirk's knives just isn't going to get it done. And now it looks like there may be a little bit of a momentum shift. Haynes, though, does get spotted from this drone, and now is just going to run away with the dart intact. A little bit of a pause. Like I said, a 1-2 punch from Golem and Jude have been so strong. Oh, that is bangable. Does no one Jag choose to shoot through this wall and try and connect with one? I mean, it could get dangerous. I know where both players are now. Both players have been spotted, so that is going to drag one player off of A. And now, though, we have entry op. It's not going to be the play. Bomb still can very easily get down here. And we just need a little bit of heroics from Saints, who does tap. trying to find one, but they're just giving time for D'Angelo to rotate without the bomb down, and now they're running out of time, and there's 2 players now
10
who
seconds
are ready to
left.
swing,
And
and a little bit of a misplay from Saints, but in a 1v2, what are you gonna do?
A 1v2, what are you gonna do? You're gonna clutch up. I've seen Saints hit those, but unfortunately, this time not to be. PN takes that round, and this game is becoming close. And yeah, I would have taken that timeout too if I was LG.
I mean, surely you're somewhat happy with 5 rounds on attack, but when you had 5-2 lead, you know, now it's like, okay, I mean, this lead could have gone a lot better.
Yeah, and you're facing about, if my math is correctly now, please, I could be wrong here. If my math is correct, we only have 4 more rounds in this half, and you're starting to lose those rounds very swiftly as LG. As quickly as you're able to take the momentum can easily fall off, as we're staring at Omen's beautiful face right now. I wonder, have you ever looked under the hood retired?
Of Omen?
Of Omen, yeah.
I unfortunately have, and what I saw was extremely scary.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Is it really that detrimental? Like,
Dude, even the sun that shoots out of my hand, like, wasn't even able to, like, brighten the darkness. It was crazy.
the sun god is quaking then. Whew.
Yeah.
I don't know. Omen's a force to be reckoned with as we move on from this timeout to enter round 10.
There we go. But yeah, a much needed timeout. We'll see if PN does find an answer to this operator, because despite, you know, winning a couple rounds, the op has still gone absolutely insane from No One Jag, who is 7-6 right now. So maybe it's not as unanswerable as I had first expected it to be, but I like this kind of play. Slowing down the pace a little bit. They have kind of used this slow and methodical approach here, slowly clearing A main. They know that PN haven't taken this space now, so
One suppressed.
there is no... Oh my god, what a shot from D'Angelo onto Jag, who had the op in hand. So that's your answer. But with that, I mean, there's still a 2-on-2 setup. Maybe you try to get a little bit of space while your team's rotating and they're walking straight into the crosshairs of Yuma, who finds, who gets killed from Mini, but Zero Cool is there for the trade. And now we're going to get one more. Util is out, gets another.
Oh, Zero.
So a 3K.
Down A.
And now it's all up to Zoro, who's just trying to save this op and just donated an op to the defenders. So this all of a sudden just got extremely difficult for LG.
And there's Zero Cool making sure the dash is used correctly. That was very well played. As a fellow Jet main, that tap into the dash is always the most satisfying feeling. And Zero Cool made it look very cool.
Definitely, he may have lost his cool in the previous map of Icebox. However, I think he found it. 0 +1.
Revealing area.
Oh. Golem, however, lost his
Golem.
cool
Yeah.
and messed up a dart. Flirk finds one of his own, but doesn't clear the corner. So now Zero Cool is in position to. Oh no! Can't find a second. Was in such a strong position, and now a Sova ult is gonna connect with his teammate. Oh, and almost finds another kill. Mini is able to get bombed down and escapes into hell, but is going to TP and reposition out of such a dangerous spot with only 11 health. But he canceled because of the KO ult. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Flirt.
Enemy remaining.
Oh my
Flirt.
god, on the back.
Yikes. That sucks.
Wow. And we see another big jet
Last
play.
round before the switch.
Flirk with the 3K. And I will say that KO was perfectly timed to cancel that mini ult from Omen. But Flurk again coming up big here for LG. We're not gonna talk much about Zero Cool. You know, it happens.
He lost his cool.
The yips of facing 4 opponents with their backs turned to you. I've been there. I've been there. Zero Cool at least got one. I wouldn't have gotten any. So props to you for that.
It looked like there was a brief moment where he potentially didn't get one, but he gained his cool momentarily and then lost it again. But you got your one, and honestly he got his +1 as well, or like his 1.5, and that's all you can really ask for. So he did his job, and now this fake aggression from that KO blind, nobody capitalized on it in A main, and so now with this extremely deep smoke, LG is just opting to hold it.
Here.
Potentially scared of a judge or something along those lines, being that, you know, PN don't have the greatest of buys here. But now, but his team is completely paranoid, gets stopped in his tracks. Zero Cool finds 2. One of them is on an unkillable player. No one Jag can't find a kill with the op. And now Zoro's just out in the open. Can Jag find one? He does, but it's only to the leg through a wall, and that's not going to be enough. Oh my gosh, Golem finds one. Oh, Zero, never mind. Zoro was on the ground, so that kill just gets cleaned up. But now it's all up to Saints, who is lurking with the bomb.
30 seconds left.
And face to face with a player of very little health. And every player from PN is completely separated. So, I mean, they're giving these guys 1v1v1, but there's no time, and you need to get something done. It's the last half, or last round of the half. Hell isn't cleared, and this is just a free win. Nice little one tap from Golem. 6-6 half, not bad.
Switching sides.
Again, you have to give props for Zero Cool here. Coming off of that round, the previous round before this, you see that, you know, the fortunate whiff. But then to keep the composure and to keep the calmness, to then pick up a very, very, very important kill to hold off that A push is incredible. And then, you know, unfortunately with Saints, I like the vision there. However, I think it took too much time and unfortunately cost LG the round. Way to go, PN, for bringing this 6-6. Again, though, I do see them struggling here on attack. I feel like this is LG's game to lose from here on out.
Yes, very much agree. And they call him Zero Cool, but maybe it's time to call him Bipolar Cool, because sometimes he's got it, sometimes he don't. However, like you said, I do agree 100%. This is LG's game to lose. You're going into no one Jag, who is a no-nopper. You're also going into a defensive sided map. And no one Jag is going to avoid any kind of KO knife. However, a knife from LG is going to connect with almost the entire team of PN. So one trip is down, and that was the only trip that no one Jag could afford. Oh my! Check that guy's PC. That was through a smoke. That's crazy. Really heads up play, leaving Jag on 4 health. So damage has been exchanged, but Flurk, who got all of that space on A, is able to find one, escapes with his life after some whiffs, finds a second, and PN are still almost somewhat oblivious to this. Mimi finds one, and Zoro finds 2 of his own.
Wow, that was just textbook trade after trade after trade, and that's what you're gonna get in these expert tier level of gameplay, are these beautiful trades coming out. But incredible round there from LG. Again, a little sloppy. We saw some good plays from Zero Cool to hit. I believe that is no Jag, or not Jag, in the lane area as a wall bang, and you know, it definitely forced LG to shift their play towards mid, and I think.
Yeah, and this KO knife. Oh. If it's not an op, it's an outlaw. This guy and his snipers are just unstoppable. Zoro on the back of his own. finds one. Saints finds one. No Jag finds one. Now it's up to Zero Cool, who only has what's this gun? What's that gun?
Is that a shorty?
Shorty. A shorty to his name. Can't get
Is
it
a
done.
shorty or a judge?
But yeah, I mean, this knife pinging 4, maybe 5 players on these B main takes, if they don't commit through the smoke fast, I mean, that first round, I mean, they completely gave up all of A main for Flirk to take. And when you just have all 5 players huddled up into B, you're just willingly letting these players on the opposing team take so much map space.
Shutting them down.
So the question is,
One suppressed.
do they change that here? And it looks like they do. They have a little bit of a 3-2 split now. We're trying to find one on Jet. Trying to find one, can find one with the help of an outlaw from No One Jag.
Spike
Mini
down,
finds
mid.
one with the Guardian as well. So 4-3 in favor of LG currently, in a really important bonus round to really run it away with this game. Saints now trying to make something happen with the Marshall, holding a long range angle, but nobody is really there to watch his cat, so opts to fall off.
Scanning ahead.
Bomb, however, is on B, but you know, maybe you either call your jet over or make your jet have some noise on A. Oh my, I mean, how do you walk through this? You have these kill trips. Oh my god, he even connected one too.
30 seconds left.
They hear, oh, they hear the trips. They are gonna break it. Zero Cool does find one though, and 2 in excellent lurk through mid. And now players are weak, but this all of a sudden has just completely shifted focus. Zero Cool has gone insane, and Zoro is able to pick that up. So now this is back to being extremely winnable because Yuma is extremely low health because of that outlaw shot that one Jag was able to connect through. But the paranoia is going to stop, and now they can just focus on a push from stairs. Really good halt from the side of LG. Zoro swings where his team cannot trade him. Oh, and just the gun is enough to drag the attention of Saints away, and Yuma is able to clean up the final pick of that round.
Jude and Yuma there really saved that round. Their positioning in that post play in order to hold those angles was absolutely incredible. Textbook bomb plant hold. And that really saved PN the round, and that is a good round. Yes, it was LG's bonus here, but they were able to pick up the round, and unfortunately they did lose 3 guns and some armor damage. However, it's still anybody's game to play. I still believe LG is in favor though.
Get out of my
I agree,
way.
and like as you just see, Zero Cool does also have knives, so it's not a horrible buy for PN right now. Everybody is kind of huddled up in A. However, that would have been crazy if he connected. However, there is a solo lurk. Instead of Zero Cool, it's Jude this time though.
Here.
It's a crazy way to
And
silent fall.
a 3-player stack on A, so they made enough noise on A to get these players to completely go towards this site. However, Mini is now stuck in a crazy position, sees everybody swing. Jude is good for 2. Flirk tries to get a trade, but unbeknownst to him is swinging into multiple players here. Zoro also swings into 2 and somehow lives with a dink through the wall. Yuma finds that and cleans that pickup, and now it's all up to No One Jag,
Spike planted.
who finds one on a very weak Zero Cool. Dart won't spot, so now it's all up to him in a 1v3. You have AJ, yeah, that's just unwinnable.
That's the power of Sova, isn't it? Sova is such a overpowered agent in certain timings of the match, and that is just unfortunate for LG there, as that was just a beautiful play by a golem. LG fans, I would start to get nervous. PN starting on a roll, and we're seeing that PN is the master of momentum, and they're starting to gain big momentum here, as that was a broken buy and they were still able to win. It wasn't a horrible broken buy, but it was a broken buy nonetheless.
Yep. No, I couldn't agree more. And
Revealing area.
we are sitting at 8-8. We did finish the previous half. Oh my goodness, look at how aggressive they're being, and they're just so aware. Really well placed alarm bot, and Golem is able to find one. Jude finds one of their own. Now it's just Saints in a 1v1 with a Stinger.
Shock dart.
Is just going to sit and try and refocus. Now there's 3 players up mid, and instead of trying to run into this Cypher, who only has a shorty to his name, so is currently in a horrible spot. He's holding 4 market, but I don't know what the shorty's going to do at that range. Oh my god, they are completely unaware. Mini. Oh my goodness. Zero Cool playing it flawlessly, and now it's just no one Jag with a shorty to their name and 4 players to kill. Not an easy round to win. He's just jumping around, trying to make noise. Hey, I'm here. Please give me my orb. Oh, does he find a gun, though? He does find a gun. Can't find a pick. Unfortunately, though, but does get a little bit of damage. Unfortunately, damage isn't going to do much. Maybe take away some shield, but it's just about it. And now Zero Cool hunting, not aware. Zero Cool, once again, finds their 3rd of the round.
I think we have to mention Zero Cool is turning it up now. The 0 Cool, +1 Cool, +10 Cool, maybe even a plus 3 Cool, as he did just get a 3K there. However, 0 Cool coming up big here for PN. Nonetheless, we can make all the puns we want. Just showing that, you know, not one round to find someone. And I'm really liking the approach that 0 Cool is taking to this. And he's really the biggest problem maker for LG right now.
Yeah, no.
Problem maker for PN, I should say. My fault.
I think both ways work, but look at Flurk on this op. He might just be able to find one with the Golem. Yes, he can. Now, oh, dashes straight into, oh my goodness, what a timing from Zoro. Is able to find D'Angelo, who is completely unaware. But Zero Cool might find a timing here. Swings out, is able to find Zoro now, so a little bit of a trade there. But Saints picks up Zero Cool, so star player gone. Jude now running for their life. Meets up with their teammate, but Flurk has just got this op trained down mid. Yuma can get hit anywhere. They're so weak. Oh, horrible timing. The jiggle is going to bait out the op swing, and now Flurk hunting for their 3rd.
Oh,
Yuma
no.
does get the pick out of the air, but does take some damage during the encounter. So 5 health to their name. Halt online, bomb in hand. But what do you do from here? Every angle accounted for. Paranoid comes out, swings into Mini, and that's going to do it for that round.
I feel so bad for Flurk. I've been there. That was almost a very clean Blade Storm 2K, right? Rapid 2K. So unfortunately, I believe one of those knives hit below the torso hitbox and hit the leg hitbox, dropping. I believe that was Yuma down to 1. Or it was Mini, right?
Yuma.
Yeah, it was Yuma. Yeah, dropping him to 5 HP, and Yuma was able to get the spray kill. And it's just it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Nice try, Flurk. That was really well played.
NT. But once again, Flurk with op in hand, not no one Jag this time. So a little bit of change in roles, but I do think it's effective nonetheless. D'Angelo walking into that shock dart there. Saints connecting a little bit on that. Zoro swinging mid, making sure it's still empty, which it is. Oh, but oh no, Mini falls off. Was in a really strong position. Oh, and everybody is there to capitalize. Mini does escape, and Golem is able to find a pick on Zoro as well. So what started off with some damage being taken from a Saint's shock dart, all of a sudden, we're in a 5v4 situation. We're trying to find one with the op, can't find one. D'Angelo finds Mini though, who's alone on site, and Saints finds D'Angelo, who can be rezzed. However, Bomb is on site. So now, you're quite confused if you are LG.
30
What
seconds left.
are they planning? They could just be planning on ulting this bomb, which they are. Oh, no, Flirk with the timing. Decides to take his gun out. Oh my goodness. It's all up to No One Jack, who has a Phantom to his name, and Yuma, who needs to get this bomb down with time running out. Does he have time to hit switch and still plant? With all these trips there, these trips might just be enough. He's trying to smoke, but there's another trip. There's just no time.
Clutch.
Inadvertently, No One Jack has stolen this round.
Yuma, I feel for you. Cypher can be annoying at times. Those trips doing exactly what they're supposed to, and that's delaying the bomb plant, which ultimately won the round for LG, making this a 10-9 game in favor of LG. And that would have been hopefully a free round for Yuma, as Cypher was on the complete other side on A site. That is just so detrimental, and that's just so unlucky on the side of PN.
Yeah, and you have that high pen gun as well. It seems like it's almost unlosable in a map made of paper. But I mean, you go into this next round, GG's go next, and Flirk already starting off strong with an op kill of their own. One ult down for the count. However, KJL is still online, and they are alone in B, so they might just try and sell a fake with this KJ ult. However, there's just so much noise being made in mid. I don't know how you could even try and fake it at this point. Jude might just end up slow peeking into Flirk's op, and Flirk has already found 2 on the round. These one, that's gonna pop the cage from Jag. But Bomb is also rotating towards B, so kind of poor timing to run into all the players of LG. But now that has indeed dragged some players over, and then called an audible into mid. Flirk finds his 3rd on the round. Jude finds a pick on Zoro to try and equalize his position somewhat. And the TP across, the exec on A is now coming, but they are well aware. They should be well aware that they have not cleared A main. And now, Mini is in such a good spot, a little bit of a wasted ult. Especially when you have a KJL online from the other team and your teammate's in perfect position.
10 seconds left.
But now it's all up to Jude, who's just, at this point, trying to stay alive, maybe trying to find an extra pick, which they do. And shuts down Flirk's 4K as well.
Jude eventually does go down. I was expecting Jude to pull out some late round heroics there. However, very well played on Jude to, if you're not at least going to confirm the round, at least be able to make sure that 3 guns go down. One of those guns being the op. I was unsure if they did pick up the op there before the round ended. But that was a good round by LG. And LG 2 rounds away from closing this out. However, I would not count PN out yet.
I wouldn't either, although look at this Odin spam connecting, almost bringing Zero Cool to their knees. Zero Cool now extremely weak, and now you see this KJ ult extremely strong because the Sova ult was prematurely invested last round, and now Saints is going to get stuck on site. There's not much he can do in this situation.
Oh no. There's 2.
Oh my goodness, but do they clear him? Zero Cool on such little health is able to stay alive, and Saints somehow comes out of that one alive as well. So he is able to find that kill on Zero Cool, who was brought so weak by the Odin earlier, finishes up the loose ends that he left, and finds a second one, tries to get a spray transfer on D'Angelo, can't get it done. Now, it's Mini and Flirk against 3 players and a Sova ult. It's not going to be easy. Maybe some PC heroics. Oh my god. Was he trained on? Oh my god, Mini finds one. The swing
remaining.
comes with perfect timing. They look away, and now it's just a 1v2. Sovalt's online, but what are you going to do with that?
One enemy
Oh my
remaining.
goodness, it's not impossible to win. Wow.
Never give
Oh my gosh, Golem!
6 health in a dream.
Oh, Golem saving the round for PN, but oh, you have to feel for LG as they really thought that round was in their grasp. It was beautifully played by Saints to remain on site untouched while detained, but that important pick D'Angelo got on him in order to drop the Odin to remove those spams was incredible and was detrimental for PN winning the round, and some late round heroics from Golem coming up big to make this 10-11.
Standing ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you need some heroics to, you know, really take some of these rounds down. I mean, we've seen heroics from players on both teams. Oh my god, but look at KJ, unaware that there's 3 people pushed up B. Now they should know that they have so much space that they're just walking straight into, and now they're completely pinched. It's a save round 2. Flirt with the ult online, finds one, finds 2, tries to get the transfer, hunting for the ace now, can't get it done with the classic, and now it's all up to Golem, who once again has the ult online, but the knife is coming out. What a round, bounce back.
Oh my god, what a round! Flirt coming up huge with a 4K on the Blade Storm. That was a beautiful that was a beautiful pinch. That was a textbook pinch to punish the push out by Jude from PN. And LG, take a bow. That is how you take care of that round and to put momentum in your favor going into match point.
I mean, that one is a gust in the opposite direction. I think that took the wind out of your sails right there. A tough round to bounce back from. I mean, if anything, oh my god, Mini trying to find more than they were allotted. Oh, and an easy pick from Flurk on a player who has no vision. Golem is able to find one through the smoke. And a little bit of a reset, but players are so weak, and Saints is behind them.
Saints.
An excellent flash, and now it's all up to Zero Cool, who has a Bulldog, 30 health, and a Dream. He hears the footsteps, and it's not enough.
Defenders
13-10
win.
in favor of LG.
Wow. What a very exciting matchup. What that was incredible. I'm so happy I was able to jump in and cast for this matchup. This was a beautiful game of Valorant, almost a textbook game of Ascent. How are you feeling about that matchup, Retired God?
I mean, I'm feeling really good. I mean, I think the addition of Flurk on this roster has been incredible. I think they started off really slow. I mean, they have a 3-7 record, and now to go 2-0 against a team that has essentially 1-1 every team, sitting at 5-5, that's really strong. I think this team is potentially in playoff contention now, and the question is, does Flurk drop, 62 kills across 2 maps every time? I don't think so, but I mean, he's cracked on Jet. You just gotta not play Jet maps at this point.
Yeah, Flurk coming up big, and I'm sure we'll hear from them very soon. Actually, we do have a switch up in the interview. Just breaking news in from VDC Media team. Flurk will be hopping in for an interview. As you said, he dropped 62.
I would like to say just give us 2 minutes. 2-minute break, and we'll be right back with the interview.
So, interview is coming up. Don't go anywhere. Give us like 2 minutes, and we'll be right back at ya with the man of the hour. And we're back. This time, however, it's not just me and VK. I am joined by the people of the hour, Flirk11, and I'm Mini from LG. Say what's up, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. My roster, or not my roster, my org just went 2-0 in expert. Let's go, baby. Awesome.
You mind if I kick off the first question?
Absolutely, man.
So, Minnie, walk us through your injury. You were playing with a little bit of adversity today, with a little bit of an injury. You had a sliced thumb, and you accidentally cut it today. How is playing with this type of injury?
Well, we did good today, so I don't want to put like a little curse on myself or anything. But it was only my spacebar thumb, so it was okay. If it was my mouse thumb, it might have been a little bit different, you know? But I'm happy it was just my left hand, so all good, honestly. But it did sting really bad. I was bleeding a lot, but wrapped myself up and we're good.
That's good. I mean, it looked like you were doing pretty solid, being that, I mean, that insane 4K clutch on Icebox to bring it back. But speaking of Icebox, what are we doing, Flirt? Like 35?
Yeah, what do you know about the fruit gummies? Let me tell you.
Flirk was
They must be different.
Honestly, we knew Flirk was having a good day, so we said, we set him up, he'll deliver, and that's exactly what we did. Saints was so selfless today. Bought him,
buying me the sheriff,
buying him a sheriff on pistol to juggernaut him, buying him a vandal round 2 to juggernaut him.
That was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I got the princess treatment.
So, on that topic of Icebox, still though, I mean, obviously wasn't a strong start. You had a strong pistol start, but then bonus didn't go your way, and that just seemed like it spiraled out of control into a 9-3 half. Was the curse the only thing saving you guys, or was there something that you guys said during halftime that really just wrapped it up, tied your loose ends, and went into that next half knowing that you were going to come out on top?
Honestly, I was saying if we can get 3 this half, I am comfortable calling us for our attack half, and it showed. I know 3-9 is a very scary curse, but we felt good. Our pistol was fine. Our pistol was working great today. Unfortunately, we did lose that bonus, but on attack, we won that pistol. We're like, all right, we're gonna clean up, play a little bit cleaner, and from there, we're able to roll. Everyone was playing together. Flirk absolutely just went off, so we played it close. It was a really close game. It was a fun game too. It was intense. It was a whole hour long. Yeah, that was too much for me, honestly.
That was the closest game I had in a while. It felt pretty nice.
Yeah,
That's
it was
good.
a very fun game.
Yeah, I had a blast casting it.
And just bouncing off one more question with the Icebox match. Unfortunately, I was unable to be present for this absolute cinema, but looking at the history of that matchup, when you were going into overtime, how was the feeling of having the momentum finally shift into your direction on a side change here?
Honestly, after that first half, we knew, like, you know what? Both teams' defense was a little bit hard on Icebox, and getting to start on attack definitely felt really good on our on that first side, and obviously that 4K clutch gave us so much confidence to keep going and give us, like, we saw the light at the end of the tunnel after such a long and drawn out battle. And when we switched sides, we knew what we wanted to do. We had plan set in motion. We knew what we wanted, and then we executed them. We had some pretty great last 2 rounds, honestly. Flirk went off as always, but we played it really nicely. We had very clear comms, and honestly, it showed what we're really capable of.
Yeah, and seems like Flirk has been just a great addition since acquiring him. And I mean, sitting at 5-7 now, which is definitely in playoff contention. Do you guys think you have what it takes to obviously make playoffs, but potentially make a grand finals appearance?
Oh, surely. I think we're definitely seen as a lesser of a competition just from our slow start. People kind of been throwing a blind eye at us. I mean, even to begin, Flirt got dropped from PN. He got his little revenge game in today, so he was on.
I wanted to try a little extra.
Yeah, feeling himself a little bit. But
They
yeah,
dropped me and a
well,
bunch of friends, and they placed bets. So
Oh,
Wow.
a little tea? Wait a minute. Oh, this is a VDC Media exclusive.
At least
that's what they said.
Are you saying that LG and PN have a rivalry now because you're on LG?
yeah,
No,
I mean, they had a
I don't
little
know.
Twitter graphic of us too, saying that they're gonna exterminate us, and I mean,
I don't know about all that, but it was a
I
fun
don't know
game.
about- It was a fun game. We do love them over at PN. It was a fun game as for sure. But yeah, a lot of teams been turning a blind eye on us. But I mean, we're just here to play our game, and we played it beautifully today. I'm extremely happy with our performance, and we're only gonna keep it going.
Before we close out, let's talk about the man of the hour, Blurk. All right. It seems like you and Zero Cool were trading blows during that Ascent match. That was insane to watch.
Yeah.
One round Zero Cool hits a 3K. One round, the round after Flirk hits a 3K, and then you're going back and forth. Talk us through kind of like, was Zero Cool's momentum challenging frags against you? Was that motivating you to keep pushing, or was that kind of getting in your head a little bit?
At the start, I had a slow game for sure, I feel like, but towards the defense side, I wanted to build up my energy back, so I picked up the op and tried to just control mid as much as I could to get my frags back up to feel good.
He wanted that jet diff real bad.
I wanted the jet diff.
Yeah,
both
you
maps.
did, and you got it by
You
2
wanted it
kills.
bad.
You got it by 2 kills, and before
They
I
stole
hand the
my
mic-
my kills a few times.
Yeah.
I was pleading for my life.
That was
He
shown a
was.
little bit on
Speaking
screen.
of that, stolen ace.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna bring up
Yeah.
next.
I mean, you could have just shortied him, but your team
Yeah, I
stuck
could've.
it. I was
On,
so
on the end of
sad.
Icebox and towards the Ascent game, I fell short.
I know. But speaking of the op though, was Jack just willing to give it up? Were you just like, hey, let me op now? And he's like,
We asked each other. I asked him if he wanted to op or what was going on. He said I could have it if I was feeling it. So I picked it up for a few rounds to see how it was.
I think it was good.
Let's talk about that 4K Bladestorm Flirk. That was a thing of beauty. So not only-
That's around the time I really wanted to start getting my KD up because Zero Cool I think was a few frags above me, so I was pleading for my life in VC.
I'll tell you what, that Bladestorm, and you know, I mentioned the Bladestorm actually. I believe that was you that had it happen. Please correct me if it was Zero Cool, but you had a Bladestorm incident where you just unfortunately got unlucky and hit the opponent down to 5 HP. Am I correct in saying that was you?
Yeah. It was,
I don't remember.
it was in mid on the
Yes.
Omen after
Mid on the
getting
Omen.
one on an updraft.
Oh,
like by market.
yeah, that was me on the updraft. I think I got the KJ
Yeah.
or something.
Yes, yeah. So
Yeah, that was me.
To see you almost have that perfect Bladestorm moment in mid get taken from you from just Valorant being Valorant, to then seeing you hit that 4K Bladestorm towards the end of the round to shift the momentum your way, it was just a thing of beauty. How were the comms after that hit? I know you said you were pleading for your life a little bit, but was the team hyping you up to keep going?
Yeah, they
'cause
were.
that was
The
a thing
energy
of
I'd
beauty.
say was pretty fun. They tried keeping me up.
Yeah, we also tried taking it from him.
Yeah, they definitely tried taking my
vultures. If
kills.
we didn't-
I
if we
saw the
didn't get
knife.
That, we were ready. Yeah, I swung for it. I had to.
All right. Well, retired. Do you have any more questions?
I do not.
So
The
we said
producer,
that
the producer has
Oh, go ahead.
one.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Andy.
Before we head off for the night, one question: who are you looking forward to playing next, or playing again?
Mini? What do you think?
Honestly, anyone can get it at this point.
Whoa.
I'm gonna be honest.
we got-
I don't know too many teams in this league. I'm new here. I'm the new guy.
I know we have buddies over up at OS that Jag is really interested in taking down. We do have that rematch against PA. We definitely have to show out for that one. And yeah, honestly, I think we're in good stride right now. If anyone wants to, I mean, they're free to come try us. And we're definitely gunning for that grand final spot, as we said before.
Wait, Andy.
LG. Oh, LG.
Yes,
on
sir.
Top over here.
I get a bit of that spaghetti now, or what?
Okay, you gotta wait.
Oh shit, my bad. Wait, oops. Can
He
I
said
go?
shoot. Chat, he said shoot.
I said
Don't
shoot.
worry.
I said shoot.
I definitely said shoot. I heard him.
Oh, sorry. What you see, it is actually hit. He said hit, but he has a
I
slur.
said hits.
He
I
has
said
a-
hits.
He has a slur, you know, speech
Yeah, yeah,
impediment.
yeah.
But anyways, so that's
Alright,
all. That's all for the night.
Yeah, we're gonna rapidly close out this stream. LG coming up on top tonight, 2-0 against PN. I believe this is both teams' debut on stream. So you know, hand it off to Retired to outro the stream. And as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. So Retired, take it away.
All right, everybody. So that is going to be it for today. Doubleheader action. We had a great win from OS and Prospect, and now a great win from LG in Expert. It's been a blast. I'm happy to have casted these games, and we'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow.
Shout
Adios,
out
everybody.
all my producers, all my observers, all my casters. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for a very special game, KC versus PN Apprentice, where you'll see your boy VK take on Queenie. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Imagine me waving to the camera.